One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will have the first possession of... What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Trojans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Now we'll first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Boilermakers pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Wide open downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
Brad behind the line. It's Tuggle.
Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Sanders. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First and 10. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Looking downfield. Line makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long for the 17. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. Going to the run, it's McCovey. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the out. Goes straight ahead. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get them one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. They're working that left side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Trying play action. That's caught. It's Sanders. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayaba certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? They punted away on 4th down. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Got room to work. He's loose. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Got enough space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gonna run it. It's McCovey. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive, picks up more than 30. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback Snead trying to power his way ahead for a few. Snead gets it done.
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the...
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. Drive, now the penalty gives him another 1st and 10. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He might want another play. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchup.
He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on.
It's a running room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Turning on the Jets. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Oh, he's got a chance. Wide open spaces. And that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football.
Taking it the other way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Looking for room, it's Sanders. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Boilermakers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you
fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermaker! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick release by the QB. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Mayava. Finds a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an end. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! They move on top here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running it to the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes, but good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the ground game. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Mayala. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
He couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside his own, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team. Touchdown, Purdue! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mayama. Fakes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback running on the draw. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on. The Sneak scores it. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on the victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
From inside the 10-yard line, he just keeps moving. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback got it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll throw on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football